In this video, we're going to talk about our contact section of Maestro. Now, there's two ways we can access those contacts. We can always come down to our contacts icon here, which is the first one under our home button, or we can search for a particular contact. So if we search, we'll say, yes, we want to go to Travis, and we're dropped into his profile. Now, it's important to note right away what a contact is. In Maestro, a contact is any individual and any business located outside of your geographic district. Now, that's a really important distinction, and the reason for that is in our businesses and property section, those number of businesses, those properties all get calculated in those return on investment numbers. We don't want businesses outside of your geographic district throwing those off, so those businesses need to get put in as a contact. So once we're into the contacts, we've got three kind of key areas here, three columns. This first column actually is the basic contact information. You'll notice on the new user tier chart that it says basic contact information. This box is really what that's referring to. So you've got name, who, what, when, where, why of this person, essentially. Their birthday, their spouse, their anniversary, so that you can pull reports and send birthday cards or anniversary notes and have those little touches that build engagement with the organization. We've got the ability now, if we come up and edit this, we actually have the ability to add alternate emails. So maybe Travis has a second email, and we're going to add that. And we have the ability, if somebody does pass away, to put in that date. And that way we don't lose the record. We don't lose everything that they've done, but we don't include them in our future communications. Same thing happens with this do not contact button. A lot of times people will get on a list and then they'll decide they don't want to be on that list any longer. We don't want to lose everything that they're doing with the organization. We don't want to lose what they've done with us. So we can click that box and everything will remain the same, but now we won't include them when we're doing our communications. We'll go ahead and save this record again and jump down, and you can see this panel or this profile is actually where we assign user access. Now we've got a whole separate tutorial for adding new users, and I would encourage you to watch that if you've got questions on it. But this panel is where we take care of that. We've also can look and see what properties and what businesses this person is linked to. And with everything in Maestro being connected, we can link back and forth or jump back and forth very easily to those. So that's that first column. The second column really is what they are doing specifically with your organization. So the top is always going to be our contact or our tasks. What is this contact doing with the work plans, essentially? What tasks have they been assigned? And you can already see these are chronological, and you can see what they're past due on, what they're coming up on. And it's just a way to gauge what they are doing within our organization. Similarly, we can see what committees they might sit on, what work plans as a whole that they are tied to. And then we've got the ability to see everything that they've done with our organization from a volunteer standpoint. So we're able to look at this, and we can even expand this and see everything that they've done for the organization. Same thing with donations. We can see what monies that they have given to the organization, or in-kind donations will show here as well. And so we can kind of see what they're doing to benefit the organization in this panel. Now this third panel here, this third column I should say, is really what the CRM type functionality gets brought into. So we've got the notes section, so in this case, former executive director, but this might say best time to reach is after 4 p.m. or anything that's relevant where somebody else in your organization or somebody down the line may want to know this information. Contact reports are great. We've got the ability to just put in a record of those communications so that we can go back and find those and say, okay, this is, what happened this month. Here's all the people that I talked to. We can run that report. We can edit these if I come back up. I can edit these if I need to, and you can see when it was updated. We can even delete one of those if we need to, but really provide some great record keeping for the organization. And then we also get into our involvements. Now, involvements are an amazing tool in Maestro, and so much so that we actually have a whole separate tutorial just for involvements. So I would encourage you to watch that and really take advantage of this function within the software, because it really will help you narrow down the amount of spreadsheets that you're keeping and really get everything into Maestro so that you can get a comprehensive view of what this person, or in some cases businesses or properties, are doing. And then finally, we have the ability to attach files, and here you can see what that file is this staff photo for us. But you can add, images. If you have PDFs, JPEGs, and these work just like Dropbox, we can throw on any document that we need to this profile, and then download that at a later date. Now, there's one other new feature in our contacts that we haven't talked about, and that is our Send To button. For those of you who've been familiar with Maestro for a while, you may not have noticed this Send To recently appeared, but this is how we get contacts into Constant Contact or MailChimp. So we can click that Send To, and we can say we're going to send this to Constant Contact, and it will actually pull up the list of our current lists in Constant Contact. Same thing will happen in MailChimp. Now, maybe we need to add them to our general interest list. So we can send that, and we get our little success icon in the bottom corner here, and that's going to be sent to Constant Contact. Maybe we also want to send them, for whatever reason, we've got a MailChimp list too, and we're going to add them to our property owners, and we can send them to that list. If you want to do this in bulk, you can do this through the advanced search too, so you don't have to go to each contact. But if you are putting in a contact manually, and it's easier just to do this one at a time while you're doing it, you can certainly hit that button and get that taken care of. But if you're going to do those in bulk, or you have any questions about how to get those integrations set up and get those softwares connected to Maestro, I would encourage you to watch the tutorial that we've got for that as well. Again, if you've got any questions, we always encourage you to contact us. Our staff's always happy to help, and we love hearing from our community.